Perfect. So thank you guys for coming to the coaches meeting. Has everyone here used Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll kind of give a little brief thing on the bottom. So there's a participants tab on the bottom. You can kind of see who's all here. We can see, for those that are on the video, we see everyone. But if there's more people that pop on, some people might not be, have their video be showing. And then there should be a reactions tab on the bottom as well. So while I am talking, I will probably have you guys all on mute so that way we don't have the background noise. And also, we don't want people talking over each other. So kind of how we'll try this to start is if you wanna say something, you can do either the thumbs up reaction or the hand clapping one is what I think it is. And then I can unmute you and then we will go from there. Does anyone have any questions before we start?
No.
All right. So really, we want to see how you guys are doing. Like, do you guys have any challenges right now as far as, connecting with your athletes or anything like that? Hold on. Oh, there you go, Julie.
I know that Rich is on here as well, and for him, it's maybe a little easier. He can send out group cast calls, but for me, it's really hard to get a hold of our athletes because a lot of them still use stale mail notification only, or would get their information when they were at day program or going to work at our workshops and things like that. So for me, it's really hard, like, to get the information out about camp and about summer games and all that being virtual. A lot of our participants either don't use social media or have access to computers or technology. So to me, it's kind of proving to be really difficult to get people more involved. Rich tried to issue a challenge to all of them to keep them active every day on Facebook. And even that has seen minimal participation.
Yeah. I know we at Special Olympics have like tried to brainstorm ideas on how to get it to those athletes, that don't have Facebook or don't have internet access. So we're seeing that same struggle on our side here. Is anyone else having that same issue? Pat, I know you had your thumbs up. I'll unmute you, and then did you want to say something? Can you hear me, Pat? So Pat checked or put in the chat. I have email for everyone. I just want to see them. Yeah, we all miss the athletes. That's probably the biggest challenge I've had during this break. Just not being able to communicate with all of them and see them at our competitions. So I'll roll into another question. Are you guys utilizing the Soma at Home programming that we have? We've been posting on Facebook, and we have it on somo.org/at home. Have you guys been watching those videos or utilizing those with your athletes?
Is anybody talking?
Not right now.
Go ahead,
Uh,
Mark.
I've looked at some of those videos, but sharing them with the athletes is kind of difficult right now.
Yeah. With your athletes, how many would you say have access to Facebook or?
Almost every one of them.
Okay. Do you know if there's a way to, like, I don't know, get them to watch it, or, like a challenge to it for your athletes?
I got 2 or 3 athletes that talk to the rest of them all the time. I've got communicators. They don't, I personally try not to friend any of them on Facebook. And there's a number of different reasons for that, but I do have representatives for me, and I can put the word out through those guys. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay. And you can, I don't know if you communicate through email.
Mostly text.
Okay. I don't know if you know about our Special Olympics St. Louis, Missouri Facebook page or group.
I do.
Okay. So that, I mean, if you connect them through that, that could be a good way, to see, because I share a couple a week, and then, turn them towards our Special Olympics Facebook page, and, tell them to watch those videos. So that could be a way to get them more involved, is through that St. Louis
Okay.
page.
I try a couple of different ways. Because I think some of them can use some of the suggestions that you have on there for, some of them, you realize what stress is. So those kind of people, I'll send that kind of information to those people, those guys, and the exercises and yoga and all that I've seen. I think that's a good idea. So I'll try to spread it around.
Anyone else think utilizing that Soma at Home programming that we're doing? Are there any ideas that you would like to see for our Soma at Home programming that you think that the athletes would utilize, or even you, the coaches, would utilize? Because this is really for everyone a part of Special Olympics.
Debbie, what has Fort Zumwalt been doing?
I'm sorry, say that again, Jocelyn.
What your group?
I am not hearing
Has
anything.
Fort Zumwalt set up anything?
No, we haven't been doing a whole lot. We were just, it's been kind of crazy, so there hasn't been a whole lot. I do know that I've been in contact with the athletes that are like looking forward to playing softball and that kind of thing, but we haven't done anything specific, no.
And do you email them, or how are you in touch with them?
Just basically through like text messaging or Facebook messaging.
Great.
Would you say that most of your athletes have internet access or smartphones? or has that been a struggle? I know Julie said she had a struggle with trying to get a hold of people with this stuff. Has anyone else? Do they, most of your athletes have access to those things?
It's a little tougher with my adult athletes. They don't all have access, but with my younger athletes, their parents typically do.
Has there like, how would you suggest getting this SOMO at home programming out to them? Like, do you have any ideas or ways that we can get that out to those people that don't have access to that?
I don't know specifically. I don't really have a ton of ideas. Yeah, to be 100% honest, I haven't done a whole lot of looking into it. As a teacher, I'm trying to teach from home, my students as well as my 4 children. So it's been extremely crazy here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be honest and say I haven't, tried a whole lot to doing the home program at this moment.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to say about the SOMO at home programming? Any suggestions for us or anything? So we've talked a lot about the athletes so far, but are there ways that as a staff we can support the coaches, you guys?
With the limited amount of things that we're able to do right now, we really don't and can't use support until things actually open up and we can get with the athletes and start organizing things. And I don't know what we would need help with.
Really, I guess just like staying connected with your athletes, if there's materials you want or like ideas you want to send out to them for training and that sort of thing.
Okay.
That sort of stuff, just being there for ideas and that, if you need ideas for working out or, some fun games that they can play, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Are there any, have you guys utilized the coaches trainings that we did through Zoom with Tim? Did you guys jump on any of those?
No.
Are there online trainings that you guys would like to see through Zoom?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to pay more attention to what's coming through. I've looked at some and read some. Unfortunately, believe it or not, I'm working out of home, and I'm sure some people are too, along with their kids, and it takes up pretty much of my day. And I'm tired of looking at a computer when I'm finished with the day. So,
Yeah. Do you think you would prefer coaches trainings to be more through Zoom, or would you prefer that face-to-face contact?
I prefer face-to-face.
Does anyone else have a preference for the trainings?
I personally think the Zoom is beneficial because then if somebody cannot be there at a specific date and time, with everybody being so busy, they can just kind of log on and, you know, if it's recorded, and they can, you know, view it at their convenience.
Do you think there's anything that we can be offering to families during this time? More like support like you guys, I was asking for. Do you think there's anything we can be doing for the families?
Mark, you're on mute.
I unmuted you, Mark. Were you saying something?
I was just saying, I don't know what the situation for, are you asking, is there any way that anything else you can do for the athletes or for the coaches?
This was more for the families.
The families?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we started family ambassadors. So we have family ambassadors in each area that are more focused on getting information to the families and that's
I see.
and just letting them know what's going on in the Soma world. So is there anything that we can, you know, give the families to give them more information?
I can't answer that question.
So guys, we just wanted to set this up to share ideas and kind of give you a glance of what we're doing. Since we're unable to do any practices and competitions, at least through the end of May, this at-home programming is what we came up with to keep athletes active. And for you, hopefully it helps them kind of get doing something. So when you get them back face to face, they've stayed in shape somehow. So if that means us putting something else together that you push out via text or email or on our Facebook page, we are happy to do any of that. Just know that we're trying to think of ways to keep everyone active. That does include coaches. So if this is a good time to update some of your trainings, we're putting information together for that. It sounds like everyone is super busy, so maybe it's not a good time. But that's just the feedback that we were looking for. And then in lieu of an in-person summer games, we have that virtual summer games that just got announced. A video went out on Facebook about it on Friday, and I linked it to our last coach email. But that could be a fun way for athletes to kind of interact virtually and still stay in shape a little bit. So we'll continue to put information out about that. But think of tonight as kind of a way to let us know what you need. And if you want to hear any feedback from other coaches about what they're doing, then this would be the forum to do it. You know, Dylan and I will continue to reach out as we can and give you information about like your coach certifications and expiring physicals and what is available to you. But if there's anything anyone wants to share with us or other coaches, we have this set up tonight and we can do it monthly or never again, or, you know, let us know what's helpful for you. Does anyone have anything they need group feedback on?
Hey, Jocelyn, if you could send the things that are being linked on Facebook in a text message. That might be easier for Rich and I, for him to share out via our group cast.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes, I definitely can. If it has links to stuff online, do you think people will get access to it, even if it's through text? I mean, they have a way to access stuff online.
I think if they had the link to it for them, it would be a lot easier. Those that would try it would be more likely to do that with a given link.
I think that's a real good idea.
Would you prefer the link to the Facebook page, or do you think it would be better to do the link to somo.org/@home?
I think that the Facebook page is the place to be.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Thank you, guys.
Connie is messaging me in the chat privately. I'm not sure if she knows how to turn on the group one, but she is saying that she likes the text as well, but she has a really poor connection right now.
Connie, if you can hear me, in the chat, it says two, and it says, mine says everyone right now, or there's multiple contacts, so you can select specific people. So you might just have Julie marked down on there.
Does anyone need more detail about the virtual summer games?
Our Training for Life campus is opening up here in the next couple of weeks. With that being said, are there things that you would like to see offered there at the campus? Connie, you should be unmuted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you guys have any ideas for opening ceremony? Things that you think the athletes would enjoy for entertainment? Is there anything that you guys want to brainstorm on? You guys want to say to other coaches, you know, get ideas, bounce ideas off of each other?
I heard that Rich was doing some incentive things. What's he been doing?
Rich or Julie, do you want to?
So what I've been doing is the challenge I put out is basically a point system. So once we all get back together, the athletes are supposed to be keeping track of their points. And then we're going to go through and give out prizes for like the most points and things like that. So the challenge was each day I'd give them an exercise. They would add on each day, you know, a 25-minute walk. And the next day I'd give them another one. So then they'd have 2 exercises and they get points for however much they do. I'm getting ready to switch it up. I'm going to be doing a video probably later today where I'm just going to give them a set of exercises where they do like a cycle. So they'll do everything one time, then they go through and do it again. So they're going to do 3 reps of each exercise, and you know, their points are going to be based off of that. So basically how I'm trying to get them involved is bribing them with prizes.
Bribe's good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And then we have our own Facebook page too with Warren County Handicap Services. So we're trying to encourage our guys to actually put videos of them exercising. So hopefully that'll encourage the other athletes to go out and do it as well.
I just need good ideas on how to implement them.
Hmm.
I can't come up with anything good.
And we sort of try that with our Facebook page for St. Louis as well. We try to, I know I've posted a video of me juggling a soccer ball, and then I post questions just to get athletes interacting with each other, which I think's pretty important right now, just to have our athletes, you know, not feeling like they're alone. So I'd suggest, you know, sending athletes over there to stay up to date and stay connected.
And to go back with what Julie said about sending out text messages, I think a direct link would be easier, because I think sometimes going to sumo.org, it's kind of hard to work your way around there. And I think a lot of our athletes would have problems getting through there to figure out anything to do with sumo.org.
Yeah, so I'll send a direct link for our SOMO page on there, which should have all of the videos that we've posted on Facebook.
A lot of times I put that on my group me as well. You looking for me?
All right, is there anything else that you guys would like to discuss while we're on here? Would you guys want to do another input council like this next month, or would that be helpful for you guys?
Yes.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to be a little more prepared next time.
So yeah, I think we can set up another one next month. Jocelyn and I can talk about a date that works, and then we can send that back out to you guys, and keep brainstorming on things that we can be working on.
Hey, Dylan, if you do this again, can you send something out, kind of what you want to go over, so we all have time to kind of get our thoughts in and maybe some ideas, so when we get on here, instead of just winging it?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought it was going to be more of like, you guys were going to be giving us information. I didn't realize we were, so if, yeah, we could have like a little schedule of what we're going to talk about, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, well, that's all that I have. Unless there's anything else that you guys want to say. Jocelyn, is there anything you want to say?
I was just going to say more will be coming out soon about resuming practices and more face-to-face competitions. So stay tuned for that, but perhaps we schedule our next session of this that after that comes out. I don't know when that will be. Right now we're halted, like I said, through the end of May. So perhaps we do this again in a month and we'll know more about softball and the sports after. But really, we just wanted to get together and chat. We didn't have a very specific agenda in mind, but maybe that's something we need to change for next time and have specific talking points. But that's all I got.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all for getting on.
Thanks, guys.